Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Thursday. Today's Red Mic message: 3 things worth carrying with you. Every so often, you come across a handful of ideas that explain an awful lot about successful people and successful organizations. They aren't complicated. They aren't the latest management trend. They're timeless. And for me, 3 words rise to the top again and again. That's gratitude, loyalty, and intentionality. I think each one makes you better. Together they can change the trajectory of your career, relationships, organization, and your life. Let's start with gratitude. Gratitude changes your perspective because it changes your focus. Instead of dwelling on what you don't have, you begin appreciating what you do. You recognize the mentor who invested in you, the coach who demanded more because they saw more, the friend who stayed beside you during the difficult times, the coworker who quietly solved problems without ask, the coworker who quietly solved problems without asking for recognition. These people deserve our appreciation long before they deserve our eulogies. Grateful people also build stronger cultures. They celebrate victories, they give credit freely, they notice effort, not just results. Now, that being said, I always told my boys this: does it matter what you wanted to do or what you did? That's important too. But when leaders practice gratitude publicly, appreciation spreads, people feel valued, and organizations become stronger. The second word is loyalty. Loyalty has become a really underrated virtue because real loyalty isn't blind agreement or defending the indefensible. It's commitment, it's trust, it's integrity, it's showing up when it's inconvenient. It's having honest conversations instead of walking away when things get hard. It doesn't require compromising your principles. I think genuine loyalty often means telling someone the truth when it's the hardest thing for them to hear. And every successful organization I've known has been built on trust. People kept their word, they did their jobs, they all pulled in the same direction. That kind of loyalty creates stability, confidence, and credibility. And those qualities take years to earn and just moments to lose. Now, the last one: intentionality. This might be the hardest one because the modern world rewards reaction. Our phones buzz, our inboxes get full, problems demand immediate attention. Before long, we're busy all day without making meaningful progress. Just happened to me Monday. I was out Thursday and Friday of last week. All day long Monday, I felt like I was playing whack-a-mole with my inbox and messages and everything else. And I really had to double down to get intentional about not just being reactive, but also trying to work on some things that I was going to need later in the week, later in the month, later on this summer. There's a difference between being busy and being active than being intentional. Busy people react. Intentional people choose. They establish priorities before someone else establishes them for them. They make decisions based on their values instead of their moods. And they ask not only what needs to get done today, but also what deserves my best time and energy today. Organizations work the same way. Culture doesn't happen by accident. Customer service doesn't happen by accident. High-performing teams don't happen by accident. Someone decides those things matter, and then consistently they act like it matters. Day after day, meeting after meeting, decision after decision. Intentionality is the daily discipline of aligning your actions with your principles. And it doesn't matter if you're leading a Fortune 500 company, a scout troop, a church committee, or your business, whatever it is. In the end, these 3 things reinforce each other. And that discipline to do all 3 of them, it really makes all the difference in the world. Gratitude reminds us we didn't get here alone. Loyalty reminds us that success is almost always a team sport, and intentionality reminds us the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we help create through thousands of small decisions. Build those 3 habits into your leadership in your life, and people will trust you more. Your relationships will deepen. Your influence will grow, not because you demanded it, but because you've earned it. And that's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it interesting or helpful. I hope you're able to put some of these things in place in your own life. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you very much. Please give me a like, a follow, and a share. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll see you again tomorrow. Hashtag Fun Friday. I think tomorrow will be fun for everybody. Hope you join me. Until next time, though, life is short. Drink the bourbon.